After more than a year, we're here in Budapest, Hungary, for the recommencement of the UIPM World Cup Series, where the top pentathletes are itching to get started on their delayed Olympic qualification process. Again, ready to prove themselves, competing in 5 different disciplines in a single day. Modern pentathlon, a multi-skilled challenge with athletes put to the test over 5 disciplines in one day. A 200-metre swim kicks things off at the pool, that being followed by the round-robin épée fencing, with extra points available from the bonus round. Next, the riding, where they all face the challenge of jumping an unfamiliar horse. And finally, the combined event, the laser run, where so often the entire event can be won or lost. A unique, exciting and tough test of all-round Olympic ability. So, remarkably, 180 athletes have made the effort to get here, including many of the top names in the sport. All known time is limited to get truly competition ready in the build-up to Tokyo. So let's go straight to the women's event, where there could hardly be a stronger field. Elodie Clouval from France, back at the top of the world rankings, already out here for the Bulgarian Open, and so comfortable with her surroundings to make the best start she can here in her quest for another Olympic medal. Look to her to start well in the swimming. She'll be under pressure from Kate French, world number 3, who was on a real upward trajectory before the COVID layoff. A World Cup win and 2 big event podium places. Another strong starter in the swimming and strong on riding. But of course, nothing is certain. 80 women competitors ready to upset that top order. Time to find out who's used the long layoff to their best advantage as we go first to the highlights of the swimming with our reporter, James Zanadakis.
So into the pool then for the penultimate swimming heat, and you can see in the black swimming cap at the centre of your shot there, Rina Shimazu of Japan out in front, looking quick, setting the pace then in this 4th and penultimate swimming heat and taking the fastest time here in heat 4, 2:11.6. Over then to heat 5, and this is the fastest of the fast, the final of the women's swimming heat, and you can see Golnaz Gubadulina of Russia in the red swimming cap out in front at the moment, always so quick in the pool and true to form here in Budapest as she approaches the turn, and well ahead, comfortably ahead in fact, of Michele of Italy, who is in lane 4. Golnaz Gubadulina winning bronze in Cairo in 2020, which was of course the last World Cup that was held before the season was brought to an end last season. And then to the final length of this 25-metre pool, Golnaz Gubadulina of Russia way out in front and looking comfortable heading to the final few metres of this swimming heat. Ahead then of Michele of Italy. And it is a comfortable victory. And then for Golnaz Gubadulina, she takes the fastest time in the pool. There you can see confirmation ahead of Michele in 2nd, with Michelle Gullias coming home in 3rd place. So time now for some fencing action, and a very significant fencing ranking round indeed. All the athletes up against each other. Each victory ensures vital points, but Kate French of Great Britain with a world record, a truly superb fencing ranking round for the Brits. 31 victories, just 4 defeats, putting her in a very good position at this stage of the competition. So after the ranking round, we go over to the bonus round. Each bout victory worth an extra point, the final bout worth 2 points, and we join the action here with Silkina of Belarus versus Kovac of Hungary on the right-hand side of your screen, and there you can see Kovac getting that all-important touch and picking up that extra bonus fencing round touch. Moving on then, it's Kovac versus Kandil of Egypt. Kovac, again on the right-hand side of your screen, trying to defend against Kandil, but it is Kandil this time that gets the touch and picking up an extra point herself. Over then to Koklova of Ukraine, and looking to end this one from Kandil, but Kandil too quick, picking up yet another point to add to her score. Prysnitsova of Belarus, next up on the fencing bonus round stage, and falling victim to Kandil. Prysnitsova as well, losing out to the Egyptian. So on comes Kate French of Great Britain, already with a world record score, looking to pick up those 2 extra points. Can she stop this impressive run from the Egyptian, If the time ticks down to 0, the point goes the way of Kate French, but Candle, once again, just too quick and too good on the fencing bonus round stage. A great run from the Egyptian sees her picking up 5 extra points. A really impressive run that then from the Egyptian. You can see just how pleased she is with that. And these then are the scores after the first 2 disciplines. Kate French of Great Britain comfortably in the lead as things stand. So we go to the riding arena, and this is a unique discipline, the only discipline where athletes can end up with 0 points. You start with 300. The aim of this discipline is to keep 300 points. 7 points if you collect one of the obstacles on the way. 10 points for a refusal, and every second over the limit takes a point off your time. We begin our action with Sorolta Kovac, and these conditions out here are a little bit tricky. It's a bit windy today, and only 1 score of 300 so far heading into the final 5. And here you can see Sorolta Kovac attacking then these triple obstacles, 9A, B and C, picking up A and B and losing a few points off of her score as a result of that. Arana Pricen-Sova then of Belarus up next, currently in a top 4 position, collecting an obstacle there, one of the oxes, but does well over the triple obstacles. Looking like a good one from Arana Pricen-Sova, a score of 286. Up next then, Amira Kandil of Egypt. You'll remember her from that good run in the fencing bonus round. An opportunity here for maybe to put a bit of pressure on Kate French, who's up next and building a bit of a lead, heading towards these really difficult triple obstacles. Clears the first, clears the second, clears the third. This is good stuff from the Egyptian, a score of 287. All eyes then on Kate French, and you can see she's picked up a couple of refusals at the beginning of her round. It's all about keeping her cool here, trying to get round without picking up any more points, and she does it. 263, meaning she keeps her lead, heading towards the final combined discipline, the laser run. Kate French still out in front. So things are about to get really exciting. On now to the combined discipline, the laser run. You can see Kate French still out in front by 9 seconds. Pricen-Sova a further 15 seconds back. And this is where points turn into time. If you put together a good day so far, then it gives you a bit of an advantage heading into the laser run. A whole multitude of skills required to get through the laser run. You've got to be quick shooting, you've got to be fast running, you've got to be disciplined, and away we go then. Kate French of Great Britain heading toward that first laser shoot. A whole string of athletes behind her looking to put the pressure on. So Kate French approaching then her first shoot. 5 shots. You've got to stay calm here. You've got to try and get these shots away as quick as you can. And you can see Kate French there just concentrating well as Kandil from Egypt lines up next to her. And there's a whole host of athletes now arriving. Pricen-Sova there. But Kate French gets away pretty well then. You can see maintaining that 9-second lead then over the Egyptian. Pricen-Sova just at the back of your shot there. And there you can see Jo Muir of Great Britain just moving up into 3rd place and starting to put a little bit of pressure on the Egyptian. And a good battle here in the top 5 places. Uliana Batashova from Russia, who's a previous gold medalist in World Cups gone by, but Kate French leads the way, looking strong at the moment. She had a great day and really is deserving of her lead, but a good little midfield battle going on there. You can see Mayan Oliver of Mexico just overtaking Gonaz Gubaduliana, who you remember earlier on in the day setting the fastest time in the pool. But here comes Kate French then, completing her first lap, looking really calm and collected out there on the track as she approaches now this final run towards the laser shoot. And you can see already 2 out of 2, just closing one eye and focusing on that target, making sure she doesn't make too many mistakes, and in a really good position. Jo Muir has already moved up then into 2nd place, and you can see that Kandil of Egypt maintaining 3rd, Pricen-Sova in 4th. A great battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th emerging here. Who's going to get away fastest? It is Jo Muir. So Jo Muir consolidates that 2nd place. So it's Great Britain 1st and Great Britain 2nd, and this is the battle a little bit further down the field. You can see Natalia Coyle, a previous gold medalist as well, and hoping to move up into the top half of the proceedings. But it is Kate French out in front and seemingly in control as we approach the halfway stage then of this laser run. Is it going to be another gold medal in this all-important Olympic qualification year for Kate French of Great Britain as she makes her way towards the penultimate laser shoot, making things almost look easy out there? It's been a long, hard day, and it all comes down to this. Kate French showing no signs of pressure, making those shots look easy. Misses the 3rd, but she's already got 2 on the board. Makes the 3rd. Just 2 left to get out of this laser shoot then. 4 out of 5 for Kate French of Great Britain. Make that 5 out of 5, and just one laser shoot left for the Brit. In second place it is Jo Muir, who started in 4th place but has moved up into 2nd and looks pretty calm and collected out there, winning gold in Cairo in 2020 last year. And this is good shooting from Joanna Muir of Great Britain. She gets away then in 2nd place, and we see now this battle for 3rd. Prasentsova of Belarus currently leading that little race we can see there between her and Candle, but away gets Prasentsova, so she's consolidated her 3rd place as Kate French then completes the 3rd lap, heading then into the 4th lap. This will be the final shoot for Kate French. If she can get away cleanly here, then it is going to be a straight run for gold for Kate French of Great Britain. It's 2 out of 5. Make that 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5, making it look easy. Misses the 5th, the chance of the move, but gets away just as Jo Muir approaches then the shooting range. Kate French absolutely flying. Surely then it'll be gold for Kate French. And there you can see a bit further back Knyzhara Venkalskaitė of Lithuania. Prasentsova then at the shooting range. She'll be looking to try and consolidate that 3rd medal finish, but there's a whole host of athletes lining up behind her, looking to maybe move up into those top 3 positions. This is anyone's game now as to who takes bronze. Gold and silver looking pretty set by those 2 British athletes that we saw a moment ago. One of them on your screen now, Kate French of Great Britain, making her way through the final stages of this laser run. There you can see Natalia Coyle making a bit of a run of things as well. And there you can see Francesca Summers of Great Britain. There are battles going on all across the field, but it is Kate French of Great Britain who takes gold in this World Cup in Budapest, getting her 2021 season off to the perfect start. She's been in impeccable form all throughout this season. Jo Muir of Great Britain coming home to take silver as well. A fantastic event for her. It's gold and silver in a consecutive event. And look at that, what a finish that is there for Knyzhara Venkalskaitė of Lithuania coming home to take bronze. And there is confirmation of that top 10. An exhilarating final to the laser run. The 2021 Pentathlon World Cup in Budapest certainly off to an absolute flyer in the women's individual.
What does it mean to have your teammate in 2nd place?
Yeah, I was secretly hoping we were going to finish in a 1-2. And Frankie did really well. I think we're all top 6 as well, so that's amazing.
And a new UIPM record for the fencing as well.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, I was stressing a little bit in the last few rounds, but I'm glad I managed to hold it together.
Well, there's more action still to come from Hungary. Join us after the break for the men's and mixed relay events. Welcome back to Hungary, where we go now to the men's event, and again, it's the strongest possible field. Let's meet the top contenders. Sitting currently at world number 3, Valentin Prade of France, a previous world number 1, World Cup winner and World Championship runner-up. This could be the big all-rounders Olympic medal year. At world number 2, Jihyun Lee, one of the highly performing Korean squad, who'll be so keen to repeat World Cup and World Championship successes when it comes to Tokyo. And the current world number 1, Joseph Chung, already Olympic qualified thanks to the win in the World Cup final, but he knows he needs top-level competition practice if it's going to be possible to repeat that on the Olympic podium.
We've basically had as long as we want to get the perfect preparations to build endurance, build speed and everything. So when we knew that the World Cups were definitely going ahead, it was just about sort of resting, recovering and getting ready for the competition season again. For me, this first season opener is more about just sort of putting my mark down, seeing where I am. I know I feel good in training, and swimming, I've come from a swimming background, so I know roughly what I'm going to be on that. But the biggest one where I can influence my final sort of score is going to be the run. So for me, the biggest point is not competing against the others, but just seeing what sort of time I can put down, and then knowing that I can build on it going forward in the season. Every time I get interviewed or hear the announcer sort of announcing my name, and it's always followed by "and world number 1, Jo Chung." So no, it kind of just makes me smile. It's one of my best achievements in pentathlon so far. So it's definitely not something that I feel adds any pressure, because it sort of just comes with results. And if I just can maintain my level of performances, then if that means I'm the world number 1, then I don't need to change anything.
And Chung certainly facing many more challengers among the men's ranks. Let's see how they got on at the pool with James Zanidakis.
So we begin our coverage of the men's individual final right in the deep end, the fifth and final heat, and this promises to be an absolute cracker. James Cook of Great Britain in lane 4, out in front at the moment. European Championships gold medalist, World Championship gold medalist in 2018, always quick in the swimming pool, but under pressure from Jo Chung, also of Great Britain, in lane 8 at the front of your shot. World Cup final gold medalist in 2019 at the test event in Tokyo, and it is a straight sprint to the line between these two athletes from Great Britain. Who's going to get there first? Who's going to set the fastest time in the pool? It is Jo Chung, the world #1, just getting in ahead then of Jamie Cook of Great Britain. A fantastic battle between those two. Gustav Gustenau coming home in 3rd place. So indoors then for the fencing ranking round. Some more good scores. Pavel Svetkovs of Latvia with 24 victories and just 11 defeats. Ahmed Hamed of Egypt, 24 victories and 11 defeats. Those two setting the pace then as we look forward to an exciting and exhilarating fencing bonus round. Just a reminder then, every victory is 1 extra point. Those points really can make the difference at the end of the day. Yankov then versus Livanov of Russia here. It is 5th versus 4th overall, and it is Yankov who gets the touch, picking up his 2nd extra points. Moving up through the order then, it is Jinghwa Jung of Korea on the right-hand side of your screen, just teasing his opponents and lunging forward, getting the touch. So first bonus round point then for the Korean. Up next then, it is Pavel Svetkovs, who we saw with such a good score in the ranking round. Into the final 10 seconds then of this bout. Time running out then for Jung to get that touch. If he gets to 0, the point goes to Svetkovs. And it is Jung then that gets a 2nd point. And in doing so, meaning he will take an extra 2 points to his score. Big smile on the face of the Korean. This then the final bout. Ahmed Hamed of Egypt was top of the pile after the fencing ranking round. This worth 2 extra points. Jung already with 2 points to his name. If he gets to touch here, he'll make it 4, and he does. Brilliant stuff then for the Korean, picking up that extra touch, and in doing so, picking up 4 extra points, which will look very nice on his overall score. And there you can see it moves him into 2nd place overall, with Pavel Svetkovs leading the way. So into the riding and the chance to close the gap on those ahead of you if you put together a good and clean ride. Starting then with Yankov of Czech Republic, just 1 obstacle penalty on his name so far, and a score of 2.88. Very decent score there for Yankov. On then to Ahmed Hamed of Egypt, who we saw fencing very well a little bit earlier on in the day, putting together a clean ride so far here on the riding arena, just making his way around the outskirts of the course, and a great score, 2.97. On then to Alexander Livanov of Russia. Some good scores before him. This maybe puts a bit of pressure on the Russian as he approaches the triple obstacles. A, B and C cleared, making his way through the final last few stretches of the course. This, the difficult obstacle 12, cleared, and a very good score again, this time a 2.96 for the Russian. So Pavel Svetkovs of Latvia out in front at the moment. Good scores then from Livanov of Russia and Hamed of Egypt, putting the pressure then on the Latvian. He could really do with a good score here to consolidate that 1st place. Over to the triple obstacles. Clears A, B, and indeed now C. This is looking like a very good ride indeed for the Latvian. Obstacle 12, clears it, and a perfect score of 300. Pavel Svetkovs will be really pleased with that, and it gives him a very good head start, heading towards the laser run. On then to the business end of the men's individual final. The laser run, Svetkovs with an 18-second head start over Livanov, with Ahmed Hamed of Egypt a further 2nd behind. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This promises to be an absolute belter of a men's individual final. Pavel Svetkovs of Latvia getting us underway. making his way then towards the first laser shoot and just trying to keep himself calm and collected, just focusing, trying to get those 5 green lights lit up, and you can see being chased down then by Ahmed Hamed and Alexander Livanov of Russia and Egypt respectively. But it is Svevskov's keeping it calm and keeping that lead consolidated. But Ahmed Hamed of Egypt getting away in second place and Livanov struggling at this first laser shoot. So Ahmed Hamed starting in third, already moving up into second and starting to apply a bit of pressure on the Latvian, who is out in front at the moment and enjoying himself as he makes his way towards the second laser shoot. But there you can see the Egyptian arriving right next to him, and that will add to the pressure. Svevskovs gets away, but Hamed of Egypt will be looking to close that gap. Islam Hamed of Egypt as well, moving up into third place, lining up alongside his teammates. And you can see Livanov a bit further back, started in second, will be looking to put a bit of pressure and hopefully move up into a medal position. Ahmed Hamed of Egypt, though, is away and up into second place and will be really trying to put a bit of pressure on the Latvian. But this is good stuff there from Ahmed Hamed, who's been really consistent throughout the day. And there you can see Ahmed Al-Gendi of Egypt moving up the field, starting in 7th place. The young Egyptian is moving his way through the field, and it really is a strong showing from the Egyptian team here in this men's individual final. Pavel Svevskovs of Latvia, though, at the shooting range. The third round of shooting makes it 3 out of 5, makes it 4 out of 5, just as Hamed arrives at the shooting range alongside him. It's going to be an exciting end to this race. It's an all-Egyptian affair for second, third and fourth. Hamed in second currently and looking to get away from the laser shoot as quickly as he can, and does. So there is pressure behind him, but he doesn't fold under the pressure and consolidates that second place position. You can see Islam Hamed of Egypt just at the back of the shot there, and Patrick Dog of Germany moving his way up the field. Started in 9th place, but is putting pressure on 4th and on 5th place. A whole host of athletes will be hoping to challenge then for that bronze medal position. But this is the battle for bronze, and it really is exciting heading into the final lap. Battles across the field as Patrick Dog looks to be making a move up into 4th place. Patrick Dog, the German, moving now potentially up into 3rd place, moves past Ahmed Al-Gendi, and this is a really exciting battle for 3rd place. A little bit further back there you can see Pierre Desjardins of France. This is the battle for gold and for silver, but it is Pavel Svevskovs who gets away first. Hamed of Egypt will really have to put some pace on the running track if he is to close that gap, but he gets away, looks forward to see where Svevskovs is. But this is the battle for bronze. Any 3 of these athletes on your screen here is capable of getting a bronze medal here. Who is going to get away fastest? Who is going to really put the pressure on? It is Patrick Dog who gets away, and Patrick Dog moves comfortably into 3rd place. But the battle for gold and silver is really heating up. You can see the Latvian glances over his shoulder to see where the Egyptian is. It's going to be a really close finish to this race. On then to the final start, finish straight. Has Svevskovs got the legs to get over the finish line in 1st place? It's going to be really tight approaching the finish line, and it's just about Svevskovs. Had there been another few more metres, it might have been enough there for Ahmed Hamed to make the difference. Patrick Dog coming home in 3rd place, an exhilarating final. Svevskovs with gold, Hamed with silver, and Dog with bronze. Superb stuff.
It was very good for my mind, and then events was good for me, and so I did my best. I need to qualify for Olympics, so it's very good start for me at 1st place.
So the World Cup in Budapest concludes with the team relay mix. Great Britain fastest in the swimming pool, putting themselves in a good position heading into the fencing ranking round. Teamwork, of course, key in this particular side of the event, and it is the team from Guatemala against the team from Hungary in the final fencing bonus round, but it is the team from Hungary who pick up the extra points. Over then to the riding, and Great Britain with a decent ride. The team from Hungary, though, with a good ride as well. And it's really key, of course, that both athletes putting together good scores. That's how you get a good lead heading into the laser run, and you can see it is very, very close. Just a second between Hungary and Great Britain as the combined discipline starts off. But it is Great Britain who hold their nerve and take gold at this first World Cup. A really great battle between Great Britain and Hungary. So Great Britain taking gold, Hungary with silver, and Korea taking bronze.
So a spectacular kick-off to 2021 from the UIPM Pentathlon World Cup. Thanks for joining us, and of course, extended coverage from Budapest can be found at uipmtv.org.